Welcome back to the Football Terrace. A bit of an old school stream. I'm out with the boys tonight. But so the breaking news has just come out that Man United have here we go, the deal is complete to sign Rasmus Hojlund. He will be a Manchester United player next season. I'm very, very excited about that news. I am. What I need from you is the like button here. I need you to hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure bell notifications are turned on. But 100% it's done. A number of journalists, including Fabrizio Romano, now have shared this news. It's exciting and it's encouraging. And Man United fans have got a really good feeling about this player. There's no doubt about it. I certainly have as an individual. I think he's excellent. He is strong. He is great at holding up the ball at his young age. And of course, there's elements for him to improve on. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. So we do want him to get better. We do need him to improve and continue to progress over the coming years. But for me, you're talking around 55 to 60 million pounds in totality for the player is a good piece of business. Now, is he going to be the best striker in the Premier League next season? No. Is he going to be one of the top 2, top 3 in Europe next season? Most likely not. This is a player that in the short term will improve Man United, but over the long term will make Manchester United a much better team. A lot of people writing 70 million. Again, be very, very fair. You're talking 70 million euros. Some of that is add-ons as well. So you're talking 55 million to 60 million pounds, which is a decent amount of money to pay for the individual. So I'm excited about it. I'm happy. I think that represents good business for Manchester United as well. Now, B Weenie here says it's factual. You're building an actual team. We are. Man United are building a team, and look, it needs continual investment. It can't just be we've done a little bit of good work now, and we stop investing, and we stop growing, and we stop progressing. That needs to continue to happen. But this is a good piece of business. There's no doubt about it. Because you're projecting your insecurity on others. Pretty clear. I don't know what that means, my friend. I don't know what that means there, my friend. Where am I? I'm in Stratford. It's one of my best friend's birthdays today. They're actually already in the restaurant. I just arrived and this news broke, so I thought I'd do a quick live. Then I'm going out for an evening with the boys, so very excited about that. Let's do some more of your comments here. Mish, one of our members, says a good signing from United. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. 55 million euros plus 15 add-ons. The add-ons are impossible to achieve. I think it's decent. And that's what's key. And I'm going to be honest about the majority of transfers that I'm seeing happen this summer. There's far too much focus on the add-ons without delving into what constitutes them. So it's as you say, it's about 55 million. You convert that into pounds, we're paying about 44 million pound up front. The rest only come if we're successful, and he's successful with us. So no one's going to care if that happens. So it's not a huge amount of money up front by Manchester United for such a young and talented individual. Hunt Along here says, buying potential, hope he pans out. He scored 9 goals last year. Look, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not worried about the 9 goals. This guy's going to score in the Premier League. He's going to score and produce for Manchester United. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Terry Fabrizio said 70 million plus add-ons. Okay, I'm just reading what the comments are saying here, people. I'll go and have a little look at that later. To be fair, Terry, fans should be happy to get Mason Greenwood back to backup striker. Look, the Mason Greenwood situation, I've remained very consistent on this the whole time. I want details, I want information, I want to know more about what happened so I can judge the situation. However, am I going to walk away from being a Man United fan and wanting the team to win if Mason Greenwood returns? The answer is no. So I'm not going to sit here and overly get angry about it, because what's going to be my action off the back of the anger? If you're going to moan and do nothing, I say keep quiet, personally. Someone here says it's 70 million euros, 60 million pounds. Okay, if that's what you guys are saying, I'm just going by what other comments have come in and said. Terry, must give you credit. You have been pretty spot on with who's been signing and the timing of the signings. Well, it's been quite an easy summer to follow the stories, if I'm being honest with you. They've not been overly hard. So, yeah, pretty decent. Man United are going to move on to Amrabat now, which is encouraging. There'll be a few sales that come in. Amrabat, in my opinion, will also sign for Man United. So, yeah, very, very happy as well. Crazy price, what the F? Yeah, again, I want to understand why you think it's a crazy price. It's okay saying that. I want to understand why. If it's just the 9 goals last season, that tells me you've not watched Rasmus Hojlund play, that you haven't researched him or read about him. That is what it tells me. This just Blue 2012 says this just proves Jackson was a bargain. Listen, Jackson was a player I knew very little about, and I said when the videos when Chelsea signed him that I hadn't read anything particularly good about him either. However, I'm gonna see if I can balance my phone just on here, right? And then I can talk without using my arm. Look at, oh no, it's not quite gonna work. That'll do, there we go, I can balance it now. That way I can stand still. There's a door, hope no one comes out the door because it will fall. But yeah, look, from my point of view, Jackson, I didn't read anything particularly great about him. Now that isn't to say that he isn't, it's just I didn't read any scouting reports where it was like, wow, this kid is predicted to go on and be a star. However, I've watched him in some preseason games. I'm watching the whole Chelsea preseason game tomorrow, and he has impressed so far. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. But Rasmus Hojlund, though, there was a lot more buzz last season, a lot more clubs and fans talking about him. So of course that price will have a premium attached to it. Thank you, Oliver Elvis. I appreciate the confidence. This here says he's got 20 GA last season, but people just want to mention the 9 league goals to fit their agenda, and that's exactly it. But if you watch Hojlund play, you know the talent that he possesses. And we had Lee Gunner on the show that said not particularly impressed. I think he's a bit overrated. He's not good technically. That tells me you haven't watched him play. There is a great technical attributes within this individual. There's no doubt about it. You signed Mason Mount, brah. Yep, we did. I don't get what your point is to that. I wasn't buzzing about that signing. I didn't rave about it. I didn't say that it was going to be the most amazing deal ever. So you need to make me understand why you've just said what it is that you just said. Rude 2.0. I hope. This here, Damasio here says Rasmus Hojlund, it's 75 million euros up front with 10 million euro add-on. That's an interesting one there. We'll work it out. Listen, and even look, if it's at that price, then fair play. This kid is going to repay it. This kid is going to deliver. This kid is going to be everything that I believe he is. I believe he's a star in the making. I trust Erik ten Hag with this purchase, and I'm very excited, and I'm very, very happy indeed. Where am I? In Spain? No, I'm in Stratford, East London right now. That's where I am. But it's a beautiful evening. Sun is out. West Ham Stadium is literally just there. Out tonight with the boys. Fab said 70 million euros. Yeah, it'll all come out in the water, and I'm sure the Simon Stones of this world and the Man United journalists are probably going to say it's even cheaper. But, you know, it is what it is. But for me, the most important thing is Man United have a new number 9 ahead of the Premier League season, and this guy's going to be a bagsman. This man is going to score goals. This man is going to make Man United a better team overall. So I'm personally very happy with that indeed. Terry, we need ballers in midfield. Listen, we've got one of the best DMs in the world in Casemiro. We have got Bruno Fernandes, one of the best creators. Eriksen, one of the best creators. We're going to be adding Amrabat for more skill and quality on the ball. And again, Amrabat's another player that people clearly don't watch and understand. People act like he's just a powerhouse that breaks up play. That man can pass, that man can drive the ball forward. He is very, very good indeed. Do we have an Odegaard? No. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. Who would you compare Hojlund's profile to? It's a real good question. When I look at Hojlund, a lot of people are going to go for the obvious, blonde hair, Scandinavian, and say Erling Haaland. And of course there's similarities, but he's like many, what I would call traditional throwback number 9s. He loves playing with his back to goal, holding up the play, bringing people in. So very kind of Olivier Giroud-esque in that area, okay? And Olivier Giroud, by the way, in terms of hold-up play and bringing others in, is one of the best in Europe. When it comes to his striking ability, that is where he reminds me of a young Harry Kane or a Erling Haaland. You will watch him sprinting to get into goal-scoring positions, and he's always thinking about how can I score. So he has this sort of hybrid of the two, the hold-up play of someone like Olivier Giroud, who is top class at it, and then he has the ability and the predatory instincts of someone like a Haaland or a Kane. Now, can he score at the same rate as those players? That remains to be seen, but profile-wise, that is what he reminds me of when I watch him play. Alan Shearer, with better hold-up players, are probably a great way of describing that. And we had a super chat that came in. Where's that gone here? It says, find me another 20-year-old with that GA. Yeah, there's very few players his age, his profile, playing in a top league like him that have delivered like that way. But listen, people, I want to say a big thank you to all of you. I'm going to go and have dinner with my friends now. Hit the like button for me. Please make sure you're subscribing to the Football Terrace. Take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon. Thank you.